gender-based violence and COVID-19 situation?
You asking me very huge, aspects of our lives. Let me take you back to Genesis.
Yeah.
When God created man, He created one man. Okay. He created, the Bible says, them, male and female. Okay? It's one man, but they are called them.
Yeah.
Because it's male and female trapped in one body. Okay, so he then decided to take one called woman out of this man who is two in one, but he decided to take the other one out. The other one who was taken from, the Bible says that he was called man, for he will become a man to this woman, will become husband to this woman who came out of him. Okay. So, for you to oppress a woman because you think you are better, you're stupid. Because actually you are oppressing yourself. You see, there is no man who is able to successfully, abuse a woman without abusing himself. Impossible. See, so when I ill-treat my wife or abuse my wife, in essence, I'm abusing myself.
True.
Anybody who beats himself that I've ever seen in my life was a loony, was a mad person. Yeah, your head is you're out of your mind. So that's how I take men who are like that they're out of their mind, because how can they beat themselves?
But maybe
so lack of understanding of the fact that both men and women are created in the image of God, and that the dominion mandate was given to both of them. That is key. You see, you are not allowed to dominate a woman when you're a man, or a man when you're a woman. Why? Because both men and women were created in God's image. When I oppress you, I'm oppressing God's image. So gender-based violence is clue that man doesn't understand. Their positioning and how God positioned them, and the power that they have and the dominion that they have, which the other one also has.
Yeah, no, makes sense to me. Okay.
So gender-based violence is nothing else except men or women being out of their minds.
So there can never be a reason why a man could beat up a wife.
And out of control. There's no reason.
There's no reason. Okay.
And then also, I want to challenge the men that if you feel you want to fight, come and fight with us.
Yeah, fight another man.
Yeah. Yeah, if you feel you have the strength, come, let's meet.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I wanted to do at some point. There was a case reported. It's just that man ran away. Because my goal was, I'm going to that house to ask him to beat me. To leave everybody else and beat me. Leave the woman beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to volunteer, and the next time I hear of a man who is beating up a wife or a woman, I'm going to go there and say, hey, just give it a break, just beat me.
No, it's fine. I'll take your number, and then if there's any man...
If there's any man who feel they want to fight, they want to beat, let them come to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, let them leave the woman alone. You have to be a coward to think that you want to fight a woman who you know is deemed to be a weaker vessel.
Yeah, true.
That's why I don't fight with my kids.
Doesn't make sense.
Because if I fight with them and I win, I'm just becoming more stupid.
Yeah, true. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about your sense of motivating, because you do motivate, and at one point you even mentioned that God can actually do you a favor by getting you fired, and you even said that some people, when they get fired up, and I was like, that's too profound to me. So because of COVID and all other issues that are affecting the workplace, a lot of people lost their jobs. So how do you maybe get them fired up a little bit as a motivator this time?
Well, here is the thing. I think that the Bible says that you must humble yourself in the sight of God, and God will lift you up. If we remain humble, nothing will be impossible with us to do. But if you become proudful, you won't be able to change with the changing times. You know what I'm saying? So the important thing is that we need to change with times. Say you are an engineer, but COVID has dislocated you from doing your engineering projects. Be humble enough to take a bag of tomatoes and onions and go and sell. You know what I'm saying?
True.
See,
Makes sense to me.
I hear my name. Can you talk to the people, please?
Yes, please. Yeah.
So, what was I saying?
You were saying that if you were
the interviewer.
Yeah, if you're dislocated from your engineering job, you can actually take tomatoes and go sell.
Yes. So why don't you become humble enough to take your car, your Jeep, or your X5, pack it with Skoli there.
Yeah.
Pack it with milli. Stand there, the thing, start selling them.
True.
And make a living. While you wait for what you're looking for.
Yeah, true.
You know? But people are full of pride, and it doesn't pay them. That is why I've graduated out of this stupidity a long time ago. I do what I can do and what I can afford without having to please you. Really, you are not in my mind. When I wake up in the morning, you are not in my mind.
Yes.
You are not my target. I don't say no. I want DK to think that I'm this and that. No, there is no point. When you discover yourself and become who you were born to be, you cease to become a people's pleaser and an impresser of people. Okay, that is why my Jeep is 14 years old. My Alfa Romeo, 18 years old. We have no debt of a car here.
Yeah.
Standing in our home.
True.
And these cars take us everywhere. Invite me to go to Venda, you'll see the Jeep will arrive.
Yeah, I feel like you're interesting to me. So yes.
So if people can embrace humility, something called COVID would not bother a lot of people to the degree to which it's bothering them. It is bothering people because people have learned to live they have learned over the years to live beyond their means, and they have learned to embrace things that nobody is forcing them to embrace. And when I arrive at a place with my cars, I've never heard someone say, "Hey, you didn't arrive well."
Yeah.
I'm not bothered. Why? Because you see, when you discover the true value of you, the external stuff don't mean much.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
You know what I'm saying? So that is why when COVID hit, I traveled all over the world. But 2020, obviously, we didn't travel. Okay, I didn't travel, which means I didn't work. So, but at the same time, I'm thinking, I've got a garden, but a lot of the land you can see is big there.
Yeah. We don't need the land from the white people. We have it.
Yeah, I have it. I decided, okay, I'm gonna, plant my own veggies and so. I used to have a bush here of flowers. They were just looking good, but I can't eat flowers.
True. Yes.
I removed that bush and put the herbs, the cooking herbs and stuff like that, right here in my backyard. There's my garden there. I'm sure your guy will glance through it.
Yeah.
And then I decided I'm going to sell the herb. I went around delivering herbs to people and, get food for my family.
And it actually worked out.
Get food for my family, get vitamin C. To get it all going.
Yeah.
And the herb also is a healthy thing for us to steam and to drink.
Yeah.
We did that, and life is going forward. And I'm married to a wife who is satisfied.
True.
Who is not trying to impress the friends on Instagram and other grams.
And other grams.
And other grams. When we put things that we put on thing, it's just being real stuff. It's not never for impression.
True.
Why?
And
because
that's
we're already
one thing I
impressed
love
with
about you, basically.
Yeah,
from
because
what I've come to understand.
Yeah, we're already impressed with ourselves. I'm impressed with me so much that I don't need your impression of me to become more happier.
Yeah, but it's not saying because I said what I said just now.
No, I was gonna say it. Even when you didn't say it, it's a continuation.
Yeah.
You see, so because I know who I am, I don't need an impression of Tendo to be, I don't feed from his impression of me.
True. So I believe that you do a lot as a human being. People are here for a purpose. Every single person, that's what I believe at least. That you are here to make the world a better place.
Yes.
So with everything that you do, what is the one thing that you feel like you were brought into this world to do?
I was brought into the world to help people become the best they can be in whatever they do.
Okay. Simple as that. That's basically what it is, and it makes sense to me. So
and in the process, if we make money in the process, great.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
But we're not gonna live for the money.
Okay.
We're not gonna do everything that we should. That is to be done just for the money. No. We will live our lives and be home and make sure our families are happy, our wives are happy, our children are happy, and everything is going well as we give ourselves out to the communities and to the people. That is what, at the end of the day, matters. I've seen this year, we've seen so many people die, even last year. And I've never seen, even with the richest of the richest, I've never seen anybody who, when they left with their stuff. Everybody leaves it here.
Yeah, true.
To show you how useless it is.
Makes sense to me.
So when you live your life, live to help humans to be successful.
That's the bottom line.
Help humans to understand their God-given purpose and mandate on earth. When God created man, the book of Genesis, let us make man in our own image, after our own likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, birds of the air, and everything that creepeth on the ground. That mandate is given to all men. We are here on earth to make sure that earth can look like heaven. We are here to represent heaven on earth.
Perfect.
So that is the goal of you and me. We are not here to just to hoard things or whatever. No, we are here to manage earth resources on behalf of God. We are here as godly extension of His divine rule in heaven, in the heavenly places, but here on this territory called earth, which is heaven's colony.
See, now we're opening another chapter here.
And that is why Paul said, you are now Christ ambassadors. Why? Because we are ambassadors on earth. Ambassadors are not citizens of the local place.
Yes, they're just here to...
They are here to represent the kingdom where they come from.
Okay.
So that is why this world is not our home. We have a home country which is called heaven.
And we shall all...
And when we go there through one beautiful experience. The Bible says it's called death.
Absolutely.
So I want you to die well.
I'm gonna die well.
Yeah, I want you to die well, having fulfilled your purpose. Because if you die without fulfilling your purpose, you have been killed.
Yes.
And it's a tragedy. You didn't die, you have been killed if you die without fulfilling your purpose. But when you die, when you fulfill your purpose, you just died. And that is, the Bible says, beautiful is the death of a saint.
True.
Because a saint is expected to have lived their purpose on earth. So in other words, you've done the assignment that God sent you on earth to fulfill.
Okay. So thank you so much for doing this interview with us. There's something that I want to say, which is the fact what I love about you as a human being.
I feel like I'm being proposed.
No. Honestly speaking, you've got to be honest. You know.
I'm joking.
That's okay. Let me go ahead and propose. Can I go ahead and propose?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So basically, what I love about you is that you are such a genuine person. Obviously, this is me. I've met you for the first time today, but I've been able to watch your videos, to do research on you as a human being, and I've seen beautiful things. And your genuinity as a human being, and your drive, and the sense of motivating other people, and the sense of wanting good for other. This is not something that you just say that I love doing good for other people. This is something that we see in the work that you do. And sometimes I wonder, why are you not a doctor already? What's happening here? We need to speak like universe. Come on, someone has to make a plan. You have to be a doctor. We cannot be calling you Mr. Charlie Masala. No.
Well, let me put it this way. I've been around.
Yeah.
I am turning 50 this August. 50.
50.
So I've never been motivated by what I'm called. Okay. If those things come, they will find me moving. My true source of motivation is to see people become who they were born to be.
That's your true source of motivation.
And I've traveled the world. I've turned down 2 doctorates so far. Yeah. They were coming from places where I just felt that it's bigger than I am.
Okay. But do you not feel that sometimes you're being too humble when you're like that?
No, you see, when you start to write books like this, and you start to deliver a body of knowledge, then you can accept those things. You know what I'm saying? Because you know there's a true reason.
Yeah.
But not when someone wants you to become something so that they can...
I get
they
it.
can
No,
be profiled.
Yes. Yes. Oh, it makes sense.
See, I don't deal with profiles. That's why I believe that true leaders don't advertise.
Yeah, they just lead. on the forefront. Thank you so much for the time, and we appreciate everything. Oh,
but
there's
of course, if you
and
even come and say, Charlie, let's talk. I have a
book.
I have a book
Yeah.
which will go with
And by
with
the
my
way,
other work.
Where do people get the book and maybe all the other work that you do?
The book called Black Sun, White Mother.
Mm-hmm.
It's found in different places. Actually, there were interesting miracles about this book.
Mm.
The first one was that I always wanted my book to be at exclusive books. And of course, the word exclusive already tell you that it's not an easy place to get to. But I'm happy to let you know that when this book was what do you call this thing? When they reviewed it. When it was reviewed by EMCA, and the three top black journalists at ENCA, which included Kaelitha Kumalo and others.
Yeah, and there's a guy that I saw also there. Yes.
Yeah, Kaelitha Kumalo and there were two more others. They reviewed this book. The one journalist was for the book. Kaelitha, I remember he was for the book.
Yes.
The other one was against the book.
Against the book. Yes, I remember also. Yes.
And the other one was moderating the discussion. When that interview, which by the way some of my family members called, including my late brother, and they called me and said, "Did you watch the ENCA interview about your book? It's not looking good." And I asked him what it was, and he told me. And I said to him, "Oh, leave it there. That's why it's called a review. When you review something, you're not just talking about how good it is. You're also finding things that you want to critique or whatever. And I'm fine with it. I'm never shy of critique because I'm not God. Okay, you should be able to criticize me. I have faults. It's fine. You can criticize me." So that was my answer. I said, "No, that's fine." In publicity, there's no bad publicity. You know, even if we say that you are myopic, your eyes don't see well, it's publicity.
It's not true, by the way.
Because people would like to see. Yeah, it's not true, but because you see, if I say you have myopia, your eyes is myopic, people want to see for themselves, and that's publicity. True. Yeah. Because when they come to say, no, this guy is not like that. Why are you saying?
Now they know.
Exactly. But after an hour of doing that interview, that's when Exclusive Books called me to say, "We watched your book review on ENCA and we love it."
Wow.
And the customers are calling.
They want
the book. That's how we got into Exclusive Books.
So it's exclusive Amazon.
So we have exclusive Amazon. We have got also set up also a website. It's called Black Sun, White Mother. Website where you can order and we can deliver it to you. And if you live around here, you can even be lucky to have the author delivering your book and signing it.
Dude, I get one today.
Yeah, I meet people who say go around and signing the book, and they.
Do you want to sign mine? Isn't like right now?
Since you came to my house, nobody comes here and live without nothing.
Okay.
So so you probably get a book.
Okay, thank you.
But I already know you're getting something because you're gonna get food.
Yes, there's food.
Yeah. So
can we wrap up? I'm hungry now.
So thank you very much. I appreciate you. My wife has set up something there for you, and I think you're gonna. I wish you well.
Thank you.
I think you are gifted. You are truly gifted, and I think your gift is one that the world is waiting for.
Thank you.
And I would like to see you, succeed. And that's why I will sign one of the books, Black Sun, White Mother, for you.
Thank you.
So that you can even become more dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and God bless you. And I wish to see you at the top.